Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we'll continue setting up this and yeah, we are quite close. One thing I want to do is probably change the direction of this since I want these to come in over here instead, since we now have the option to do it like that. So let's get down the train inputs. Where's it at? Train in. Right here. Look how brilliantly that fits. And this one will pretty much just request all of our cables. And then we need to get out 2 gold lines from up here. And look at that. That fits perfectly. And 1 gold line going down here. We just kind of have to line this up in the middle. So please cut you to... I want to have it somewhat in the middle. Or directly in the middle. But we only need 15, so this should be fine right here. Then we'll do a small balance on this, since that is always nice to have. Let's see, a little balancer. Might be a bit overkill with a 4 balancer, but it looks cool. So you'll go in here, here. There we are. And then this one can come from right down here. And the last one. There we are. That should balance those 4. We'll only need pretty much 1 coming out. We don't really need any more than that. Just going up this way. Going this way across. And going in right here. Then we'll have the gold. That will just be able to jump across. Right. Here, but I'll wait a second before I hook it up. And do the same with this one. You'll just go across here and... you don't need to jump at all, but you'll go down this way. So let's just request... this is a 20k. Might be a bit overkill. But let's get 20k advanced circuits. Turn you off, please. Negative 20k. We'll be going in here, start up. They'll go out, balance in, go down here. These will start to produce. Outputting both to this line, both grabbing from here. And the gold will hook up that way. So let's activate you. And hopefully you get a yellow light very soon. But you should be called advanced circuits in. Advanced circuit. That seems completely spelled wrong, but yeah, we will check it out in just a minute. I don't think we have any advanced circuits yet. In 1. I suppose it's with a, not with an I, isn't that correct? No, it was spelled correctly. No, it's not. How did it get a T there? I know it's a C, but I don't know why I pressed it. Oh well, that should work. We'll just have to get it delivered. As soon as we have some trains that are available, we should probably start to add a few more to our system, since they are starting to lag quite a bit. So we'll probably just add 2 more in just a minute. But let's just hook these up. We'll hook up the gold one on both sides, here and here. And then we'll like to copy this little setup down. We'll need to grab that part. Bit sad that we have a belt on the top one, but let's just do this. Then we can do it again. So that is 8. 12, 16. I know it's 1 too many, but it looks better like this. So this will give us one entire belt of advanced circuits, or what's called advanced something else, advanced controllers. So yeah, this is going to be very exciting to see when it comes in. This output, can be stopped right there, and this one will go down and be output to the station. Let's see, there we are. Station. Please build you again. And then we'll do train out. There we are. We can remove a lot of this. That is in overkill. That is overkill as well here. And then we'll just hook it up over here. And again, doing a 4-lane balancer is always nice. Let's just do it right there. Please come down here and go this way. And the last one. And you'll go in. Then we'll just wait to see this get delivered. Our train is over here loading 20k or 16k or something like that. It's loading 16. Oh, it's loading 20k. Well, yeah, you can have that in one storage, in one trip. So let's watch this go. In the future, if you get faster assembly machines, we can always just upgrade to red belts. And in theory, we can just add a few more on this one if we just upgrade to red belts. And we might want that, we might not. But one thing I am thinking about doing is limiting this. Because what are you used for? A lot. Oh, we're close to being able to get a new power armor. Ah, that is nice. But it's pretty much just used for these items. Oh, it's used for rock control units, so there's actually no reason to limit it. Because we will need so many of these for the rockets. Wow, this is gonna take a ton of items. So where is our little train? Here it is. It's coming in. And let's just watch this go. I love watching that. And see if my ratios are completely off, as they often is. So look at that. Oh, they look... It's quite strange looking at that on the belt. I don't know if I like it. It looks a bit weird. So look here. Flowing in. And let's see if we can get all of them to run. We should. And let's see how many mistakes I've made. Of course, it takes 8 to make 1. That is insane. But this should flow all the way down to the end as soon as these are filled up. And this should be able to support all of these. So here's the first advanced controllers. Come on, you can do it. Make it all the way down. Come on, you can do it. You are so close. Oh, oh. My math should be correct for once. I know it normally isn't, because I don't really mind having the ratios a bit off, as long as my setup is modular. That is a lot more important to me than everything else. So, yeah, this should work. This should be delivered out into the chest. And look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. So how is our power holding up at night? Easily holding up. So, yeah, that is our advanced circuits. Up and running. Probably not producing as much as is needed. But it is producing more than enough for us right now. And we can always just expand this out to other cells, since it's entirely modular. That one is having a little hissy fit, so let's just remove you. And let's see, what is the next thing? We now have the advanced controllers. That means we have everything we need for these. That means we can add that to our mall and start to craft purifiers. And that means we can go towards the next step of our production chain, at least in terms of refining. So let's see if we can drive through here without destroying anything. Oh, I did perfectly. Probably want to hit something here. Oh, I did, good. So let's add these two to our system. We'll most definitely need, oh, I already added that one, but we'll need, what was the other thing we made? That was, yeah, the gold plates. That shouldn't be added yet. Please grab some gold plates for me. Negative 2k. And then we'll set up the purifiers if we haven't done it already. We have right here. And here comes the last 2 items. I thought we had still steel pistols being requested already. Guess not, so we have to request steel pistons. It's funny what you miss once in a while. So, steel piston should easily be delivered right away if we have trains ready to go. So let's just add a few more to the system. It seems we're starting to run a bit low on what they need. And of course I'm out of coal. Should be right here in our little vehicle. Just so we can get this up and running. Please go to a depot. Where's the depot at? There we are. 12 trains. More. That's one more. And let's see if we can't get this up and running and see if our system can handle more trains. It's always fun to see if it just completely melts when you add more to it. There we go. So that is 2 more trains. We might need to add more depots soon. Oh, that's going so slowly. But let's see, did it go up here and stop? It did, and it's already requested, but it needs to be filled with coal before it activates. Both of them do. So this will just go. Oh yeah, this is waiting because there's no stops here. And yeah, this will jam it for a little while. But I actually thought it would go somewhere else if it didn't have room here and it saw it was full. It should go over here instead. But that seems to not be the case. So that's something we'll have to look at some point as well. So, what is the next thing we should look at? How is our oil holding up? Not very well. It is definitely not keeping up anymore, so we might have to grab this oil patch here, and for some reason, once again, our tracks are gonna cover it. So we might just skip the track here and just go over until we've sorted this out. But I don't like doing that. So do we have oil anywhere else? Yeah, we have a small amount of oil here. We have some here. And it should actually be about time for us to dismantle our entire main bus. But the only thing we need to fix before that is setting up tree production and rubber production. I think those are the last 2 things up here that are very important for us. We also need to set up the batteries, but that can both be added to our main, what's called main bus. Not our main bus, our main robotic mall. So it might actually be time to set up this. And to be honest, what is a good way to do that? Because trees need to be running at all time, or at all time at every point. And there's a chance that it will fill up. So I kind of need to have a buffer for it. Or how do I manage too many saplings? Look at the trains go. That is one thing I'll have to figure out. If you know a good design, do comment or link it to me, because I think that'll be quite good. And this is completely overkill. Oh well, that is fine for now. So, purification plants. Are they being made yet? No, but that's what I want to do next. Is setting up purifiers so we can get all the refined things and start to go into lead. And that will also mean that we'll... Oh, there's a ton of byproducts coming out. That should be fine if we just do one for each, because LCN can easily handle that. So we just need to do 4. Is that all those we have? 1, 2, oh, that's way more, but the rest is part of our byproducts, so that should be fine. We have 4 of them, and the other 4 is byproducts. And we should have all the crush things in the network, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. So setting that up is pretty much just transporting that into a cell. And this one is quite close, but we could do one over here. This one will be able to do without overlapping anything. So we might do some refining here. The purifiers. Setting that up. Because everything else should be running. And then we'll soon be able to make science again. But it's... Oh, I should probably set up tin and bronze this episode. Because that is one of the last things we need. The rest we have pretty much being made. But these 2 are very important. So let's set up a tin/bronze cell. I don't think a bronze being produced anywhere. But what items I need is just the tubes. And the tubes are just made with plates, and plates made with bronze. And bronze is made with the combination of copper and tin. So we can make it in here. I think we have enough room to do it without interfering with anything. So let's just set up what we need for the science. And get a tin bronze cell. Yeah, I think that'll be a good solution. And we're actually right next to where I want to make it. Because what we need we need 2 inputs in. We need tin and copper ingots in. We should have both those being made. Hopefully we're making tin ingots. Oh, we ain't. So we need to set up tin ingots production. So that is one thing we'll have to do as well. So let's set up tin ingots even as the first thing. Just doing this one. Oh, is the copper ore starting to lack? It is. But let's set up copper smelting first anyway. These are all full. That is full. That is full as well. So we'll have to find a new spot for that one. And if we want to do tin, we might just do it right here. And then do tin here and bronze. What is bronze used for? We can pretty much just check at our main bus to make sure what it was used for in terms of useful items. And I think it's just for the science we need it for. I think that's the only useful thing we have left for it. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do with it as well. Away with the trees and the rocks. There's almost none. But bronze production right here and tin production right here, and then we can ship it around the world. Will that be a good idea? And we just make the bronze items here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if it's the best solution, but I think it will work. So first things first, let's just fill in all the tracks here where we will need input in. So tin smelting. Over here we'll have the bronze, just with copper coming in. And then we can have the production down here, because we don't need that much to be produced. And the same with tin production. So let's just take one of these blueprints. I think we have one in here already. Did we save the copper one? Luckily we did, and it fits into this corner. So placing it here and just removing... Yeah, that's gonna be the tin one. Placing this here and just removing this one. Or placing it down myself. And saying off. Then it shouldn't get requested. And then this... Oh, yeah. What needs to do... I didn't know it would delete everything if I did that. But still only one train. What was the other settings I had on these? Request at least 10,000 at a time. $10,000, and then I want you to request tin. Or crushed tin. No, just normal tin, because we will crush it here. So request normal tin ore. Negative 20k. We could have waited until we have purifiers, but let's just set it up like this for now. So we have our tin being produced. So change you into tin, crushed tin ore, because we'll need the purified for something else. And here we want normal tin. From crushed ones. And no, the other one is 20% increase in terms of efficiency, but this is fine for now. Then we'll copy this one. Here, here, and here. So that will at least add tin ingots to our setup. Then we can steal out from here to make the bronze. Might do it down here. And the steel items and bronze items over here, or up here. So yeah, let's just get that to flow in. Please, we should have more than enough stored up. And let's just check that none of our trains is jammed. They haven't, they're just being used. Oh, did I forget to connect it up? I did. And that is why you never do it like this and just keep your good blueprints. Oh, we need to add in some normal train tracks so it knows where to go in terms of outputs. Right here. Let's just do it all the way around, since I think I'm gonna be needing all of them. Oh well, let's see. Might not be. So this is this. Then we'll just have copper coming in right here, mixing for the bronze. Or we can have tin items here. Or we just do bronze up here in a normal setup with 2 in. Because then we'll have to go over this way with one of them for bronze. How should we do this? What is a good way? Because I want to make sure that we're producing the things we need. But since we actually need a ton of these, we might just make it somewhere else. Since we will need a lot of them to make all the science we need. So that's going out. Might just request it in down here again. So that's always what we do. We always request in the items we need. Because I think the other thing will bite us in the behind in the future if we don't do it like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Just place you. So, no, we'll do that in the future. But right now, let's just get our copper in here, and let's see if that won't work. Train in. There we are. And right here, we would like to get copper in. So we can make bronze in this cell in normal furnaces. Completely normal 2-to-1. And I kind of want to make it go over this way. Or just down and add 2 trains. Let's do a normal setup. I'd like for you to make bronze. And we need more copper than we need tin. But with this production we should have more than enough. 2 belts. 1, 2. 1, 2. Do our normal little setup. This one here, and doesn't seem like I have that many furnaces. Oh, I do have a furnace right there. There we are. 1 belt in the middle, outputting those. Here we go, and 2 in, and in. That should be all our copper production sorted. And let's just do it as we did before, like that. And then we'll just find a place to put it. And should we turn it another way than this? Let's do that until we copy it down. So this is bronze. Outputs here, going into the system. But also makes the tubes from over here. And mix that with the tin gears from up here. So we have the items out over here, bronze and tin. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. That is the plan. So if I just cut you and place you up a bit more, because we'll need a bit of room, and we can actually do 2 rows of bronze. So run right here. And then let's just copy this one down for now. I don't know how many it takes to fill the belt, but this might be enough. And we definitely have to move it up a bit more. I can tell you that much. So this produces 1 every 3 seconds. That means we need 45 to fill this, and right now we have 20. That's not 45. So we pretty much just have to make it as long as we can. Pretty much making it as long as this. How many do we have in this one? 14. So we can do a belt balancer out here. For the incoming copper, where's it at? Going up this way, please balance out all of that. And then we'll just have the tin from up here going down. Doing the same setup as we did with the... Where was it? I can't remember what it was. The gold, I think it was. Output, output. And then we'll take all the tin from here in as the first thing. And let's just request some copper. Copper ingots in, 20k. And we definitely need to get more of that in the future, because we are running out a bit. So here comes in the copper. We have the tin from up here. This will balance out. There we go. And the last one. there. Then as soon as we have some copper in a network, it will get supplied. It'll go over here. We probably need to make 2 rows of this, and we can take it up one more, can't we? Can we take you up here? That's not a lot of room. So let's just rather take it down here. Like that. Oh, that is not correct. That is completely wrong. There we are. That looks a lot better. And then we can do 2 rows of this outputting down here at the bottom. Just to get all the bronze we need. Yeah, let's do like this to make it look somewhat pretty. There we are. And then we'll just hook all of this up. Somewhere we can get some power. And then we're probably gonna see that our steam batteries won't be enough anymore. How are they looking? If we go over here and check. They're almost full, but that is just because they've been storing up for so many days. Because if you look, yeah, we're using a lot more power now than we were before, and a solar array is full. So that means we'll probably have to expand that a bit more. But taking in these, let's just take the first one to go right here. And the second one can go up this way. And then we can jump across with the rest. You can go in. It's good, do all of it on the outside. You can go down here. And there we are. That should be all the copper. Then we just need the tin. We'll actually need a fall-in balancer. And now I made a bit of a mistake doing it like this, because we are definitely not getting enough tin like that. How can we fit this in, since it was so stupid as to make it this compact? Let's do this. It won't be pretty. That is such a horrible solution. But oh well. We'll learn something from it, and that is what I keep telling myself. Remember to give yourself enough room to make sure so this doesn't happen. And what do? Make it way too compact. You can go over this way. Just do right here. And do the same over here. Oh, this one we can actually just jump in. Because it will come up one higher anyway. There we go. Please go this way. And you'll just do that. So that should be all of our bronze smelting hooked up. Even though it looks a bit bad. We'll also give this a small upgrade so it will work a bit faster. There we are. That should make sure that we at least get both of these belts going down to bronze. Not that I know if I want to, but we are right now. So let's just wait for our copper to come in, and as soon as it does, we will end the episode here with things flowing in to this one. There comes the copper. And let's see if I made any mistakes. Could be nice for once to make sure I didn't. So that is filling up. This is going in quite nicely. And then we're making bronze again. And then we need to add that to the network, and we'll probably do that first things next episode, or do it as the last thing this one, because it shouldn't take that long to set up. Right here. And other than what we need down here, we can actually just do a 2-lane balancer, or like this, and you can go down this way. And then we'll just take out what we need for other things. But this should balance itself. We have bronze going out in a big way. So we we'll have it for when we need it for science. And next episode we'll set up the tin gears that we can take from up here, or maybe just from this one. And we'll set up the bronze tubes, because then we have both of these sorted. And that is quite important. So let's just get these two placed, and then we'll activate this system. There we are. Flow it in. Should balance out perfectly, since we only have two inputs. And yeah, that is our bronze output. Will be used to make all the tubes and all the tin gears. And to be honest, I might just do it in another cell, since we're gonna need so many of it. And I don't really want to make it in the same cell as the science, since it has quite a few production steps. So, but yeah, that is something we'll look at next episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And then I will see you in the next episode. Bye.